जब स्वयं अंदर अपने अंदर ये जागृत है, मैं कौन देखता हूँ.
But you will only feel this when inside that awareness is awoken. Who am I?
क्योंकि जब हम योग में बैठते हैं,
Because when we sit for yoga,
तो अंदर ही अंदर हमें स्वयं को स्वयं महसूस कराना है.
then what we have to do is internally the self has to realize the self.
क्योंकि हम ऐसे कंबाइंड हैं, जैसे अभी शिव बाबा कहते हैं, मैं ब्रह्मा के तन में आता हूँ.
Because we're so combined, just as Shiv Baba says, I come and enter this body of Brahma.
बोलता शिव बाबा है,
Shiv Baba speaks
ब्रह्मा के द्वारा,
through Brahma,
परंतु ऐसा कंबाइन है जो बाबा ने आज का, कभी ब्रह्मा बोलता है, कभी शिव बाबा.
but he's so combined that even like Baba said today, sometimes it's Shiv Baba speaking, sometimes it's Brahma Baba speaking.
तो हमें देखना है सचमुच मैंने स्वयं स्वयं को पहचाना है.
And so I really have to look at this inside myself. Have I recognized myself?
मैं स्वयं स्वयं के संकल्प को यथार्थ रीति से समझ पाती हूँ.
Do I understand my own thoughts accurately?
अथवा मैं जो संकल्प, मैं आत्मा जो संकल्प करती हूँ, वही कायम रहता है, या उसमें कुछ संकल्प करना अच्छा चाहती हूँ, परंतु कुछ मिक्स हो जाता है.
Is it that I'm able to keep my thoughts consistent and constant in a particular track of where I want to go? Or is it that sometimes something gets mixed in my thoughts that I don't want?
क्योंकि मैं आत्मा शरीर में अब ऐसी मिक्स हो गई हूँ,
Because I, the soul, have become so mixed up in this body
कि ये दो अलग है और इकट्ठे हुए हैं, ऐसी जानकारी पहले नहीं थी ना.
that I don't even realize that I'm separate or I'm combined, because we had no knowledge of this before.
अब जब बाबा ने ये पहचान दी है,
And since Baba has given us this recognition,
और अगर सचमुच मैंने इसको रियलाइज किया है,
and if really I have realized this,
तो बरोबर मैं शरीर से न्यारी आत्मा हूँ.
then truly I am the soul that is detached from this body.
तो मैं जैसे अंदर आत्मा जागृत होके अपने इस लिए हुए शरीर को देखती हूँ.
And then it's as if I, the soul, have awoken inside, and as the living being, I reside in this body.
और फिर मैं संकल्प करती हूँ, मैं आत्मा संकल्प करती
And then I, the soul, create a thought.
मैंने इस शरीर को धारण किया है, इन आँखों के द्वारा देख रही.
I have adopted this body, and I am looking out through these eyes.
चरित्र का होगा उत्थान, मानव होगा देव समान, विश्व लेगा तुझे पहचान, जग में होगी तेरी शान. ज्ञान सागर की मीठी बूंदें,
Om Shanti. Remain constantly victorious with the awareness of the combined form, zeal and enthusiasm. The Father and you are combined. Therefore, continue to move forward with zeal and enthusiasm. Hand over all your weaknesses and disheartenment to the Father. Don't keep them with you. Only keep zeal and enthusiasm with you. Constantly continue to dance in zeal and enthusiasm. Continue to sing and continue to have Brahma Bhojan. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. So just now we all saw there were a few glimpses of Dadiji. So yesterday Dadi's chariot was taken to Gyan Sarovar Global Hospital, Pandavahan, and many other complexes around Shantivan. So that was yesterday, and now today here in India, it's morning, and I just would like to let you all know the program here. So here at 9 a.m. in conference hall, all the seniors will be gathered, and they will also speak 2 words and also give last farewell to Dadiji, and then chariot will be they will bring Dadiji to in front of Saraswati Bhavan. There is a ground there, so there will be a funeral in that little ground, and all will be there together, and that will be the last goodbye to Dadiji. But of course, as we know that Dadiji is always with us in angelic form, and then at 12 noon we will be offering bhog for Dadiji. So there will be bhog offering and bhog message. So I know it will be late night there, but we will compile everything and we will show you tomorrow in a Vikti Parivar in the evening. But also tomorrow is Thursday, so we will also offer special bhog for Dadiji in a Vikti Parivar. And also we will show bhog message which will be shared here in Madhuban. We will also transmit in a Vikti Parivar in the evening tomorrow when we start a Vikti Parivar at 7 p.m. So this will be the program for tomorrow. And we will keep tomorrow also a Vikti Parivar Zoom open if anybody would like to come and do yoga. Bhatti. Okay, Shanti. So now let's start the series. So today's day 9, remain constantly victorious with the awareness of the combined form. Today's topic, zeal and enthusiasm. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Every day, whatever we listen, there is new understanding. There is refinedness in our thinking and our intellect. But if we have thought that I know, I have all knowledge, then you are not really polishing the diamonds and the jewels which Baba is giving us. So listening, then practicing, experimenting, using, all that has to be done until the last breath in the body, right? And Ratan Mohini Dadi was example. It's recently that she stopped reading Murli. But I remember that few weeks ago, whenever we went to her, she had a big Murli in her hand. And when we go, she will start reading Murli. Love for the Murli, all Dadis. Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi Janki used to say, if we wake up at midnight because of any reason, they will turn on the lamp near the bed and start reading Murli. Because every word of Murli not only gave us power, but solution also. What should I be thinking? And if we keep taking that, then our thoughts, our response to situation, our interaction with people will be better and better. Because even if you tell people this is not right, you shouldn't do that. But that's again negative, right? But why don't we suggest what is right? And if it is acceptable, then we practice it, right? I always say propose something, then oppose everything. You keep opposing, atmosphere becomes heavy, relationships get very sore. So, but if you propose something, I remember that now because I'm not involved in many projects, even in USA. But before they start planning, I told them, this is my vision, this is what I feel we should do. But now you all discuss, whatever you feel is okay, you can do it. Just let me know what you're doing. So that connection is there. And after everyone has done, yeah, you have done very well and it's very special. Appreciate and acknowledge their effort. So if we keep ourselves very positive, it's not question of myself, but it's question of whole family. And if we do that, then our tradition continue. Others, younger one will learn how to do. We should always remember whatever I say, whatever I do will be followed definitely. As I had been saying that someone said, whatever I speak will be spoken again somewhere. It will be repeated. So that's why our words of blessings, our sweetness, our gentleness, whatever we have, definitely is followed by many. We have very, very big crowd here today. Every bed in the Shantivan, everywhere is full. Not even a single more person can come. Because so many had taken training from Dadi when they were young and they surrendered, when the first group of Kanyas. So recently someone said, trainings happen now also, but very few surrender. Because Dadi Ratan Mohini used to inspire them that now you go to center, now you do seva, not take training, go back home, and or even at center, but remain same. You have to do more. So she used to inspire. So all those kanyas, teachers, they all are here. And because she was also taking care of Rajasthan zone, so they all are also here. So you will able to see today a big family here, very big. So today's signal is Father and you are combined. Therefore, continue to move forward with zeal and enthusiasm. Baba says that hand over all your weaknesses and disheartenment. If you are feeling bad about the weaknesses, give to Baba, and disheartenment to the Father. Baba says that don't keep them with you. Give to Baba, don't keep them with you. Baba says only keep what we have to keep all the time is zeal and enthusiasm. Continuously keep zeal and enthusiasm. Constantly continue to dance in zeal enthusiasm. Continue to sing and continue to enjoy your Brahma Bhojan, right? Today we will be offering bhog to Baba. So yesterday they were telling me how many items of food, toli, fruits, right? And what they're making for Daddy. Especially whatever they like, they make them, right? So Baba's children will also get Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Gayatri Van.
Okay. So it's one of those times in Madhuban in which the whole family has come together to honor the ascension of the last of the Adi Ratans. And as you said, for the Adi Ratan Mohini, she wasn't just the one who was in charge of the training of the teachers, but she was also the head of the youth wing. And so she would have touched the lives from your generation to what is today called the Gen Z, which means the generation, they have the millennials and then they have the Gen Z, which is the younger ones, the 40s and then under 40s. And so that's her specialty. I don't think anyone else, any of the other daddies, did training and then did the youth wing. And so no wonder there's so many people gathered there for her. And I'm sure it's across generations. But you said something very interesting. You said that when she was training, she was actively and dynamically training. She inspired a surrender in those who were being trained. Today, that is not happening in the same way. I think after the training, they pursue life as a career rather than life as being surrendered. And so this is why they opt to go back home, or they opt to create their profiles online and serve with a following of their own. So what do you think that Dadi brought to the lives of these ones that she trained, or she was the instrument to train, inspired that deep kind of surrendering, that deep sense of recognizing what surrender is and what living at the center is?
It was last training, I think month or two ago. I was sitting in Dadi's cottage and we were chatting, and one of Dadi's main helper, she said, there is no one-to-one contact or one-to-one training in the sense of conversation. But Dadiji used to do that, like, she will sit with everyone and inspire them, So they said, this is what I heard. Say, this is what is missing. So I think that because whatever has been taken, whether as a theory or whether as practical, it has to be used, right? If we go back into the same pattern, we go back into again the Lokik, so then it doesn't work. So Dadi will inspire them, and when she inspires them, then definitely they surrendered for service. Most of the souls I see, young ones, they always mention about training.
Yes, and also I feel that what may be a difference from the way she was training and in today, the kinds of training that's happening, is that she always encouraged them to go back within the gathering. Whereas in today's, you're trained, but you want to go by yourself and become independent with your own center and, beginning things on your own in a very independent way. So it's a very different experience if you have to live like they did under the guidance and under the mentorship of the seniors versus going out and becoming your own independent person, running your own independent center. Do you feel that this was also something that she brought to the training based on her experiences, living in a community? And of course, that was what she and the other daddies inspired in those who were being trained versus what's happening now, that I'm coming in to be trained as a professional and I want to go back out and become independent and live at the center that I want to be in charge of.
Nirmal Shanta Dadi used to handle many things here. So one time we had, that time many foreigners were not there, but a big group had come from Europe. And so two of us were here to help them. So sanskar differences, ideas differences. So they will go to Nirmal Shanta Dadi. And something she said, I heard, stayed with me. And she immediately said, so this one goes and compares. She's like this, she's like this. So Nirmal Shanta Dadi said, so now you know na, that she's like that. Then it's very easy now. Until you didn't know, it's difficult. That means you know this one's ideas are like that or nature is like that. Then you should accept it and move forward. So Dadi's always some or other tried that we stay together, we have harmony and love for each other, not individually, like if you don't get along, you say, I'm going separate and try, make efforts to stay together. And in those days, even now in India, I find some places, but most of the places, they are, many of them, I remember when I used to be here, we were 13, 14 of us, and we cooked together, we were happy, we served together. But now, they can't stay together, many. So then, Baba, Baba never was bothered by that. Baba used to say, okay, you have problem, two of you, okay, go and open another center. And he used to smile. Baba has another center, you know. So Baba never took conflict as a problem. He will very take it lightly and say, okay, Baba will have another center. So there are two types of uh, in the family. Some they like to be with the people, some they want to be on their own. And so they don't have much cooperation, their expansion doesn't happen, so they are still like at a very ground level. So yeah, that is definitely encourage gatherings and family, big family.
Daddy Ratan Mohini, I don't ever remember her being a zone in charge. Was she always, did she always live in Pandapavan? And she never went to another zone as such, or was she with Daddy Ji in Mumbai and then came and started living in Pandapavan when Daddy Ji came?
But
Uh,
she was given Rajasthan as a zone to take care of. No.
Okay.
So that is why whole Rajasthan is there. And so actually she, maybe not in the beginning when she came to Yagya, but I don't remember since when, but was zone in charge of Rajasthan, right?
But she always stayed in Mount Abu. She always stayed in
Hmm?
Pandabawan.
No, because yeah, her mother was with her. She
Yeah.
used
And
to,
her mother was, her name was Devi Mata?
right. So
Yeah.
she couldn't leave her for long. She
Mm.
used to go, come back. But what is very important is administration.
Mm.
Her department was uh, for registration, giving certificate, those who surrender, big administration department, which still continues. One of the brother, Krishna, he came to us also.
Mhm.
So that big thing, the way it has been computerized, way it has been details of everyone. Even we wanted two sisters are surrendering, so we wanted to register them. So they found even my form there. I couldn't believe. I thought I never filled a form. So they gave me the old one and they say, can you make it better? Very, very efficient department, I must say. Every person's, because here they get ID based on that. What you are, what position you have, which center, which locality, quite details. So that was another, her specialty was administration. So it was training, it was administration. She was role model for many, many activities in Yagya. Then she was giving Rajasthan because it is short travel also.
So Mount Abu, the headquarters, doesn't come into the zone of Rajasthan. That remains outside of Rajasthan. And Dadi Ratan Mohini was the head of Rajasthan zone. Is that how it is?
I know that Madhuban is a separate, it's not part of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is under Madhuban, that means Dadi Prakash Mani, and now we have, whole group of people who are, I find Madhuban, the way it is taken care of, every department had, they are very mature. Most of them had been here for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. So, lot of care for Yagya. And surprisingly, that at 10 o'clock there is funeral and bhog has to be offered at 12. So they have to make within 2 hours. I know last time we had to wait 10, 15 minutes because bhog was not complete. They make so many items. And so I find that Madhuban really is a example for all the zones. I also gave a lot of quotations from Madhuban, the way it is taken care of, whether cleanliness, whether cooking, whether visitors, whether all of us, thousands and thousands come. So Madhuban, but other zones are under Madhuban. They are like branches, right?
Yeah, sure. And
Yagya and Yagya branches, yeah.
I was asked this question that we don't really believe in rituals, but yet, of course, Brahma Bhojan, that is understood even in today's, tomorrow's, well, today, your today, my tomorrow, Avyak signal. It is talking about Brahma Bhojan, being
Right.
dance with Brahma Bhojan. But what is the significance of, I think I know, but just for the sake of others, what is the significance of taking the body to the Char Dhams?
What do you understand?
Well, I understood it that uh, it is a final kind of tribute to the life that especially the daddies. I don't know if they will do it for everyone, but I know for the daddies and nearby, I was there. It's like honoring their lives, dedicated to what the vision that Brahma Baba actually upheld, and to the tapasya that they have done on that particular land in those four dhams. So I see it more like a kind of an honoring of a life of tyag, tapasya, and seva. And by taking them to those four dhams, it is connecting them back to the origins of what the yajna represents. But that's just my kind of churning. But I know you will have the accurate answer as to why that is done as a final tribute before the cremation. And did it start? Was Brahma Baba's body? There was no Tower of Peace, but was his body taken to the other to the history hall, to his room, to the hut before he was taken to the spot to be cremated? It is called the Tower of Peace. That how it all started, and what is the significance?
Actually, Brahma Baba's body was taken all over the village, in the town, all over. Because I remember that we all also went around. So at that time we didn't have pilgrimage places, but definitely we took the body in Baba's room, and then there was hut at the back. I mean, all around the courtyard. We decorated right there in the court, in the history hall, then brought it outside in courtyard. That was famous where Dari Prakash Mani always sat. And then in the whole town. And then because we didn't wanted him to cremate outside in the cremation common ground, but we didn't know if he can do it inside, right? So Jagdish Bhai, myself, few of us went to Siroi, that's their government, local government, to get permission, but there was no department, they didn't. So we said, let's do it, whatever happens. So we came back, and 3 days Baba's body was there. He left body 18th morning and 21st. Even there were not many centers, but still we don't wanted people to come if they want to come. And those days there were not many flights, right? Even we had to come from Delhi by train by the time we reached here. So there were not many pilgrimage places, but I think it's just the vibrations, presence, and of course for dadis, uh, they were symbolic of yagya establishment, and everything happened in their life in the sense Panda Bhavan, and then there was meditation hall, there was history, one by one, Om Shanti Bhavan, like Didi Mohini's, we took it to Om Shanti Bhavan, and her body on the stage of Om Shanti Bhavan was there. I reached just before last minute. I came from New York for Didi Mohini. So everyone had a different pilgrimages, we call it. All these places are pilgrimages. So we wanted them to visit the pilgrimages before the body, has to be given to the nature.
So in essence, it is a way of acknowledging the role the body played in getting the soul to the stage that the soul achieved when it left the body. That's very nice. Yeah. Okay, Sismoni, thank you. And are you offering Pog for Daddy or someone else?
Yeah, I have been told, and I am hoping I will be able to do it.
And
Even we
please
have,
please give her lots and lots of love on our behalf, and thank her for all she did for all of us double foreigners.
okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay, Om
Okay.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you. So once again, let you all know that today the program will be going to conference hall, and then for the funeral, and the whole program will be live stream. We have sent out the email with the links. It will be there will be a YouTube link where you can see whole procession and the program. So if you are awake and if you want to join, you can just click the link. But as we will be offering Bhog in a Vyakti Parivar also in the evening tomorrow. So program morning Ritvila 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Then we'll keep the patti on for the whole day. And then in the evening 5 to 6 p.m. English Sakar Murli, a Vyakti children Murli class in breakout room. And then patti continues with the special Bhog offering. So we will be offering Bhog in Peace Village. There will be special Bhog for Dadiji and Avyakti Parivar. And then also we will show you the Bhog offering, what happened here in Madhuban, and also Bhog message. So this will happen between 7 to 7:30. And then we'll start our Hindi series, English series, and chit chat. So now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Just to let you all know that there was a request and question, so I just want to answer that somebody asked me if they can also offer bhog for Dadiji. Yes, you can also offer bhog for Dadiji. So if anybody would like to offer bhog for Dadiji, you can send your name in email or text or WhatsApp. So you can include your name. So yeah.
Om Shanti.